What's up, everyone? This is Evan with Crypto Cash Camp, and today we're going to jump in and talk about the Fantom ecosystem and the crazy staking opportunities that are happening. In this video, I'm going to focus on just Fantom paired with stablecoin and stablecoin paired with stablecoin. So if you just have some Fantom laying around, I'm going to show you how to make over 150, 200% on it. And then also if you have stables, I'm even seeing stables over 100%. So if you have cash on the sidelines, bear market, you're looking for some good buys, start making money on those stables. And then if you wait till the end, I have an awesome opportunity to make 300% on a stablecoin pair. Took a lot of digging to find. It's not on the Fantom ecosystem, but I'm going to jump into it. I don't know if I should share it, but I will in this video. So stay tuned for that, and let's jump into this. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, this is DeFi Llama. We're over at the chains, and we're over at Fantom. So these are all the different Fantom DAOs and different projects, and what we're going to do is just go through. I've opened every single one. I found the best opportunities and I've opened them all up. And one more thing, a lot of capital's rushing into Fantom right now because there is the VE33 airdrop from the same guy who made Time Wonderland, and they just did the snapshot, and I can even show you what that snapshot is. All right, so here is the airdrop. So you can see the actual token distribution. You see multi-chain is getting the most, which is just the bridge. And then 0x DAO, which is pumped. Actually, they're not getting the most. Multi-chain is not. But yeah, 0x DAO is getting a huge bump, and you can just see it goes all the way down. So top ones are 0x, Spooky Swap, Yearn, VE DAO, Curve. And this is how the airdrop is happening for any of you that care or vested. But each individual protocol on who's actually getting the airdrop is going to then choose how to distribute the funds. So we do not know that part yet. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's start with the first one, and that is Fantom USDC. And this is pretty amazing because you're making 140% at Spooky Swap, and you're getting a relatively pretty valuable token at the same time. See, there's 151 million locked up, so you know it has some validity. So always keep that one in the background. Let's jump into the next one. So if you don't want to pair your actual Fantom with USDC, so say you had $1,000 of Fantom, you're going to have to take $1,000 of capital, USDC, to actually also make, the actual full amount right there. So the issue with that is that you don't want to deploy that much capital. Then you can just stake your wrap Fantom. Go ahead and wrap your Fantom. Doesn't do much. Doesn't cost anything. And for 70%, you can then stake your Fantom. With that receipt, you will actually get a receipt that if you want to be double risky, you can actually go and borrow by depositing your YE wrapped Fantom, which is like your liquid receipt. And let's see if we can get this working. All right, so yeah, there it is. So you deposit, say, 100 Fantom, you will get 100 YV wrapped Fantom receipt. And as a result, you can actually deposit that here, and you can borrow MIM as a result. And you can get super risky, medium risk, high risk. I definitely would never go over 50. Stay safe, whatever safe is to you. And I wouldn't change the extra leverage. You don't necessarily want to press this button. I think they can drain all of your money if you get liquidated here. Yeah, so definitely don't press this button. Do what you want. This is not financial advice. This is just me talking about crypto. So if you actually get liquidated, you lose 100% of your holdings. If you're not leveraged, then you can actually just lose whatever their liquidation fee, which is maybe 12%. Liquidation fee, 12.5%, which is extremely high, just to let you know. Usually liquidation fees are about 4%. So just keep that in mind, that 12% is a big hit, and to be cautious when doing this. So be safe if you're going to borrow. But let's move on to the next one, and this is OX DAO. This is one that actually sucked up so much total locked value for the actual snapshot. And as you can see, it is crazy how much this OXD is making. And if you want to be extra degen about it, you can go over to Beefy Finance, which is an auto compounder, and you can see, I don't even know how to extrapolate that number, 115.17Q. What's a Q? I don't know. But it's a lot. It's a huge APY, and it would actually be a big calculation. But yeah, just think about it. It's tens to hundreds of thousands. And you're locking it up here, and I think they're saying that you're going to be making 10% a day, which isn't half bad. Granted, high probability this coin drops. I mean, I think I just saw it today at like 19. It's already tanking a little bit. But remember, the big assets, you're not making anything. It's just these platform coins. You're making some money. So if you have platform coins that you've been farming, throw them in here. Not a bad. You're probably getting the best APR for any of these in this protocol. Beefy, I don't know. Beefy's great. It's an auto compounder that when you add liquidity, it auto compounds for you. So we're seeing that you can actually take that same spooky swap one we saw over here, and you're getting 138. Well, you go over to Beefy, it's auto compounding, and you're getting 151. So that's actually pretty good use of your funds. And there's also MIM and DAI, all relatively about the same price for the stablecoin paired with Fantom. All right, so we're gonna just move on a bit. I'll be honest, we can go check out impermanent loss for some of these LPs, DeFi Daily. Yeah, I've seen this before and I've seen other people do this in the space, but you know, just to be considerate if you are thinking about farming, remember Fantom is off its all-time high. So it could definitely go down, it could go up, but what does that mean? Because I get a lot of times in the comments, what is it? Impermanent loss could lose so much money. Well, if we were to look at Spooky Swap, you're making 140%. Okay, that's pretty good. But the underlying asset, let's say for example, goes up, you know, we're actually at 230 now, and 230 goes up to, well, if we triple that, or if we go to 5, you know, let's just say that's 5 even, pairing with a stable as usual, your impermanent loss would be 7. So that's not too bad. Let's say if it triples, 7.5, 15%. If it quadruples, 22%. So if it quadruples, the impermanent loss on your LP, remember you only take in impermanent loss when you have your LP token and you break it apart. That's when you get it. Remember, your token, your LP token can go up super high, like the Fantom can go up super high, and then it can come back down. And then you can break it apart, and you won't experience that impermanent loss. So that's just a good thing to note. Also, if we were to go down to $1, you know, more than 50%, you're only losing 8%. So if you're talking about, you know, 1x swings or 1x down, you know, halving down, or even, what would that be, 75%, so 0.66? Yeah, 16%. So it's not a huge amount, especially when you're making these huge gains and you're going to be keeping them there for a while. So it does make sense, but impermanent loss does suck. Curve doesn't have many juicy returns. Scream used to have some amazing returns, and it's kind of thinned out to the only thing that you have right now is TUSD. So if you add this up for supplying, you can make about, 9 plus 5, so you're making about 14%. And then if you borrow money, you're actually getting paid to borrow, so then you can get paid 30% on top of that. You can leverage up to 70%. Let's check. No, we'll check that later. But yeah, so then you can make 30% on the 70%, take that amount, redeposit it back in to increase your health score, and then loop it a couple times. And then you could maybe make 60%, maybe 60, 70% on your TUSD. So that's just a pretty great way to make some pretty good returns on your stablecoin. I've just seen these results, these yields just dropping. So I don't trust that they're gonna stay strong very long, but we'll see what happens. Liquid Driver. Liquid Driver is great for Fantom Stable. So let's look at this. Even MIM and Fantom is doing really good right here. I like to stay away a little bit from UST. It is maybe too big to fail, but there is that probability. DAI is also quite strong. But yeah, I mean, USDC I feel is the strongest and it's given the biggest results. So that's always nice to know. And what this allows you to do is you're actually going to get paid out in the Liquid Driver token. And then you can restake it and make some more Liquid Driver gains. So 125, so you're not seeing the best results over here. Spooky Island's doing good. Beethoven has 114. So yeah, Spooky is still the best. And this is a way to actually get Liquid Driver token and still make roughly about the same percent as over here at 140. Yeah, so maybe you're making a little bit more. All right, so let's go to Spirit. Does Spirit have much going on right now? One of the things I like to do is just sort by APR. we're already there. And we might have a stablecoin pair. We have, yeah, this is the thing, they have this wide range and it's not as concrete as you'd expect. So I would say that Spirit Swap does not have the best gains right now compared to that Fantom USDC. I'm not seeing too much on Fantom, and a lot of people like the native token here, but even like Fantom USDC, you're looking at 74%, 15. I mean, if it doesn't beat Anchor at 20%, it's not too, you know, there's not much of an incentive to stake stables. All right, let's get into here. So this is Reaper DAO, or Reaper Farm. And, you know, if you're actually getting CREDITUM, it's pretty interesting. You can stake it right here through OXDAO and get 2,245%. Not bad, and I think it's a pretty good native token to the CREDITUM protocol. I found this, and this is an auto compounder, and you guys know that that's what Reaper Farm is maybe, but it's the Fantom mixed with USDC from this Spooky Swap pool. So it's the only one that actually really compounds super well. So I just wanted to mention that one rather than, you know, 138, you're getting over 200%. So let's jump into another really interesting protocol, and I've hacked it. I figured out how to get 90% on your stables, and it is this one right here. So it's CREDITUM. And let's just tell you, they don't have the highest TLV. It's kind of been dropping. Everything's going to drop after the snapshot for the VE33 airdrop that you guys have been hearing about. But this is it right here. So we go to farm, and yeah, you can get 40%, 38% on CUSD, which is CREDITUM's stablecoin, DAI, and USDC all paired together. Remember, you only need to supply one, and it auto propagates the others. For some reason, it is annoying this isn't showing up, but that's 38%. And this is Euro paired with the CUSD, and you're getting paid like 46% credit and then 46% angle. And that's actually pretty good. I'm sorry it's not showing up. I keep refreshing it, it's not working. But here's the thing, it's like, do you have to get CUSD AU, you have to bridge it from ETH? And the truth is, I found out you don't. And if you want to get into this pair, which seems like a pretty awesome stable pair, I would look into AG Euro a little bit more first before you get into it. But so far, from my quick look, it looks good. So if you wanted to get it, you go to Spooky Swap, and there's no bridging from Ethereum at all. So we go to this coin called AG Euro, and you go to CUSD. So that is the liquidity. So if you were to put 1,000 in here, there's, you know, very little price impact, so that's the way you get it. And then you're like, oh man, like, okay, I got one side of the two-sided staking. How do I get CUSD? And you can make money while getting CUSD. This is great. So I found out that if you go over home to the ways to supply liquidity to actually mint the CUSD, is what you do is you supply a real coin, a stable coin, any of these, and as a result you can loan to value a large amount. So we want to go with stable, so we don't have to worry about things getting too illiquid, or, you know, getting called on our loan for ETH or BTC dropping too much. So what we're seeing is that we're going YV, DAI, USDC. Okay, YV is the staking token from Yearn. So now you can stake it. You can take $1,000 a DAI, stake it, make 16%. As a result, you get a little bit less than 1,000 back of this token called YV DAI, and then with that, you can borrow up to 90. You know, with $1,000, 9,500 CUSD. So you're making 16% on the borrow. So that's actually pretty amazing. It almost brings your stablecoin basket up to 100%. I would not recommend 95% because you're getting close to liquidation levels, but I would recommend a little bit less. And then you pair that CUSD you just minted and get that beautiful farm token right here, stake it, there it is, okay, 46.46 just about, and you throw it in there, supply that liquidity, and you are good. Okay, and then I told you at the very end I was going to share something with you on how to make a stupid amount with stablecoins. So let's do that over here. So this is some crazy Excel sheet that I went through, and I found all the best things that I'm about to throw money into divided it up, and I choose my risk tolerance. I actually got this sheet from Calculator Guy, so thanks to him. Check it out, support his page. Okay, so this is it, Alpha Dex on none other than Moonriver. I know none of you guys use Moonriver, but I just went searching through all of Moonriver, and I found this pair right here, Frax USDC for $291 annualized. So that is actually quite amazing. And this is a new launch, so who knows how long that'll last, but it is there. And if you guys want something a little bit more, probably long lasting, we've got this, which is Arbitrum on IMPERMEX, IMPERMEX. Zoom it in there in the corner. All right, check this one out. This is right here, 491% for 20x leverage on DAI paired with USDT. Super risky to 20x it, because remember, I gave you that calculation earlier. You're gonna, if you throw $1,000 in, you're gonna be losing 4% for if you get liquidated on each 1,000 that you borrow. So remember, if it's 0.04, so you'd be losing $40 on 1,000 times 20, $800. So 20x is way too much. But if you even cut that one in half, that is not too bad right there. Not too bad at all. So think about that. That would be a very reasonable thing to get into as well. So yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to throw a comment in the comment section and subscribe, hit notifications, because I'm dropping videos like this every day. Actually, there's one day a week I won't do a video, but stay tuned. And yeah, I'm here to help you guys make money on the journey to go from no passive income to $50 a day, and I'm helping 1,000 people do that. So I will see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.